Hi, everybody. How are you doing today? I hope you're enjoying the beautiful sunshine. I tell you what, it is really nice here in Atlanta. We're going to go ahead and talk about what Chris McCammon is doing. He's making me a little jealous. He is really out. You know what? Let's do this. Let's go ahead and get into it. Welcome back to my channel. It's good to have you here. We're so glad that you could join me here at Free Power. And we are going to talk about Aptera and what Chris McCammon is doing. He is actually out driving around in the Aptera. And I mean, he's getting around pretty good. You can see here that he actually has the vehicle parked in his garage. And the only thing is I don't know if this is the one that came off the factory line. I'm going to try to see if I can't see the plate. I don't know. I mean, they could switch the plates out anyway. But I can't tell if this is the Gemini or if this is the Artemis. I just don't know. If you guys know, let me know down below. But he is actually out enjoying himself. He's been driving it around for a while. As you can see here, he's out riding around at night. And he says that he's been driving one of the Aptera Solar EVs more regularly, putting more mileage on the vehicle. And I gotta tell you, that really looks nice at night. I hope you can adjust the brightness of the monitors, because at night, you don't want it too bright. It makes it hard to see out of the windshield, but that really looks nice. Let me try blowing it up. I have another picture here where you could even get a better view of it. Let me grab that one because it takes all these markings out of the way. Yeah, see, that's a better view right there. And I mean, wow, look how bright the rear camera or the viewer for the rear camera is, as well as for the left and right side of the vehicle. That's a little too bright for me. I would probably have to turn it down some. But just blowing that up, I mean, I don't know. How do you feel? Do you think that's too bright? That really looks very nice to me. Something I could easily get used to. And you could tell he probably just got through charging it up. But yeah, he's out doing something. He's making me a little jealous because he's out riding around the Aptera, which is something that I want to do. And I mean, this would be awesome if it was the one that just came off the production line and he's out riding around in it, showing us that this is really working good. Now, there was no video for this, but he only put up like 2 pictures. And this was one of the pictures. And this is one of the pictures that they had at the, I guess, the showing for when the first production vehicle came off the line. And you can see here that it has Atlas on the side, 0001. So this is the very first vehicle to come off the assembly line. And man, I still want to know if that what he's driving around in, if it's this vehicle right here, the Atlas. But anyway, like I said, I'm getting a little jealous because he's getting to cruise around in the Aptera and I'm ready to get mine. Oh gosh, I can't wait to get mine in my hands. And I know a lot of you feel the same way. Even Jason Hill got in on the action. He talked about the solar EV everyone doubted is now rolling off the assembly line, which we know that there's at least one, but they're probably going to have at least 12 altogether. And, he goes on to say on March the 3rd, 2026, Aptera Motors announced the completion of its first vehicle off a dedicated validation assembly line. So that's good news. They showed us what the assembly line looked like. And, each moment Aptera gets a step closer to mass production. They started out very slow, and they're moving slowly, but they are getting where they want to be. And that's very big news right there. But of course, he goes on to say that in this article, we break down what this moment really means. A first vehicle off the assembly line might seem like a small step, but for a company that spent years being judged on its promises, physical execution is the most important signal of all. I'm going to read that part again because that is so important and it's so true. I mean, Aptera's been beat down and called a scam and said they're not going to do it and blah, blah, blah. But anyway, he says, but for a company that spent years being judged, I mean, it's taken years to get to this point on its promises, what they made. Physical execution is the most important signal of all. So they are executing what they said they was going to do and get the vehicles out. And I mean, look at all the promises Elon Musk has made. And he hasn't came out with his promises yet. He was supposed to come out with the Roadster back in 2022, and then it moved to 2023, then it moved to 2024, and so on. But anyway, I mean, these things happen. They're just going to happen. But I mean, this is really good that, they are really getting it together and continuing to push the envelope. And it's going to be interesting to see what videos they come out very soon. However, we're going to go ahead and end it right there. Just let me know what you think about Chris having all the fun about riding around the Aptera, and we have to sit back and watch. But pretty soon, hopefully all that will change. So looking forward to get my Aptera. And I'm just going to go ahead and end it and say, if you're new here, please don't forget to hit the like, ring the bell, subscribe. You'll catch all my videos when they come out. But very soon, we're going to be right there along with you, Chris. And we're going to be riding around in our Aptera. So y'all take care. Enjoy the rest of your day. We'll talk to you later. All right. Bye-bye.